Now, I've written and talked about the new face of Marlborough Sauvignon Blanc a few times in recent years. The famous style that New Zealand's Marlborough region gave us with Sauvignon Blanc, that incredibly punchy, vibrant, tropical fruited style with lots of grassiness and herbaceousness. It's still alive and well, but a lot of producers have been trying to kind of move the picture on to present a different style, another style, a more complex style perhaps of Sauvignon Blanc in New Zealand. And this week's example is a very good one of that movement. This is the Seresin Estate Marlborough Sauvignon Blanc 2016. Comes from Marlborough, New Zealand, and it's for sale at around about £16 in a number of independent retailers. I'll put a list at the end of the video. But on screen just now is the cheapest supplier I could find, $15.99 regular price, $13.99 if you're buying a mixed 6 from them. So Seresin Estate, owned by Michael Seresin, a very well-known filmmaker who's been responsible for some huge movies like Midnight Express in his time. That's where he made his money, and now this is one of his passions. He has a lovely home here in Marlborough, close to the vineyards for Seresin Estate, which is a biodynamically farmed and organically certified estate. So the differences here from what I guess would be the regular, the typical Marlborough Sauvignon, fermented with wild yeast, not with a special yeast to enhance the aromatics, which most of them are. Aged a little bit, fermented and aged in oak barrels, about 17% of it, and blended with a bit of Semillon also, not just Sauvignon Blanc, 5% Semillon in the blend. What does that mean? Well, aromatically, I mean, there is still passion fruit and gooseberry, and there is still those recognizable Sauvignon aromas, but as well as that, there's a kind of light, chalky earthiness to this, a slightly straw-like character from that wild yeast, and there's a lovely richness to a little note perhaps of melon rind or lemon skins, something that's just a little bit richer and more dense than the typical aromas. On the palate, it's a similar picture, you know, if you want mango and papaya and juicy, tropical, luscious fruit, it is in this glass. But as well as that, there's a lovely lemony cut to the wine, and there's a very fine, light earthiness. That light-bodied, slightly more mouthfeely kind of character that comes from the aging in the oak barrels and the blending of the Semillon, giving this just a touch more kind of waxy richness than many wines of its style. It finishes long and it finishes dry. It's a savoury wine. So as well as sipping it on its own, try it with seafood. Try it with something like a risotto with some nice big king prawns or langoustine. Also great with all fish, and maybe with a little bit of roast chicken too. I think it would work well with that. So my wine of the week is the Seresin Estate Marlborough Sauvignon 2016. It comes from New Zealand, and it's for sale at around about £16 in a whole lot of independent merchants, the list about to come up on screen. This is my wine of the week.